with it. Can you get me a lollipop? Thanks. I think we're already into the match. And let's see. Okay, Luma is the red one. Usleon is the gray one, or I think that's default. Whatever. I don't know. No, that's not the default one. But Luma's been pretty quick at getting the first stock. And these Sheik Dittos are looking way quicker than the last one we've had. And we're gonna have Nick here. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we can get some more of technical insight here on the Sheik Dittos from someone who's actually a Sheik main.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Luma's out to a pretty convincing lead right now. Usually when it comes to these players, Luma might be the sneakier, more movement-based Sheik, and Usleon is definitely more of the wants to be super quick kind of Sheik.
Yeah, what do you think is like the bread and butter of the Sheik Ditto matchup?
It's definitely just the baiting around in the neutral games, trying to use the needles for an advantage. And like you see there, just poking with tippered back airs.
Right. VK has talked about getting grabs. How important would you rate getting a grab?
Yeah, grabs are definitely super important in this matchup because tech chase.
You can tech chase to no end, right?
Yeah, like you see here. It's not quite as easy as in NTSC where you can just chain grab, but the tech chase is still pretty. It's pretty available if you're paying attention, and you see Luma using it to rack up a significant two-stock lead here.
Luma's playing really well, but as we've seen in the previous matches that Usleon has had, he seems to be the guy to adapt to his opponent through the match, because he's always had the slight. His opponents have always had the slight lead, and then he's taken it back.
Yeah.
I'm guessing by simply finding weak spots and adapting to the opponent's playstyle.
Well, in general, he's good at just switching it up and trying something different if plan A doesn't work. Luma getting a bit too aggressive there, gets shield grabbed.
Alright, but Usleon doesn't seem to be able to capitalize on that second time in a row now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to capitalize on the really low percentages in this matchup, and there we go. Luma with the two-stock win in game one.
Really? Is it is it that difficult to get a grab from a down throw?
No, like the grab game is one thing, but the combo game is another, and she can crouch cancel so much of the stuff at lower percentages in this matchup. So if Luma or if one Sheik is able to get a combo started when the other Sheik is off the ground and can't actually crouch cancel out of those combos, Sheik will be able to combo really hard in the Ditto, but it's really hard to get to that point where one Sheik is airborne at low percent.
Yeah.
You see, they're just trying to hug the ground and not stay in the air, because that's where you can get comboed really hard in this matchup.
So it's definitely safe to say that, especially in the Sheik Dittos, you want to stay on the ground.
Yeah, essentially, or safe aerial movement, like the empty short hop, for instance, trying to bait someone in, because the auto-cancelled forward air is still a really good move, but you got to know when to do it so you don't get caught by a forward tilt or something when you're doing the short hop. And also, the dash attack is super important in this matchup, just because it covers so much range, but at the same time it's super risky because it's quite laggy and it's very punishable.
If it doesn't hit, you can easily get something out of that.
So it's something you kind of have to use, but every time you use it, it's kind of risky unless you know it's a guaranteed hit.
But this time it seems that Usleon is playing a little stronger. As we can see that Luma hasn't taken a lead yet, and it's pretty much dead even, except for a few percent, but that's not really worth mentioning.
You see there, that's the retreating short hop forward air that Usleon just landed on Luma.
That's a nice forward air.
That's a double jump forward air.
That's a grab. Barely misses the forward air. But he does get an air and some needles. And an up air and hits the back air. Nice.
I'm very surprised that actually worked. Oh, up smash. Very quick reaction there by Duzon.
That entire stock was pretty clean, considering that he only got 40% of damage off of that.
Yep, definitely.
And again, he's back into the throws and never mind. Luma's taken his advantageous position here.
Yeah.
Taking another stock, and now they're basically back to an even match.
Luma is like as much of a Sheik veteran as anyone, and once he is in familiar positions, in punishable position, he knows what to do, and he'll usually always take advantage and capitalize. It's more in the neutral game. I would expect Usleon to have more of an advantage just because he's so much faster.
Alright, yeah. This is pretty much going back and forth here. First you can see Usleon taking a stock, then Luma taking a stock again. And now it's looking very heavily in favor of Usleon. He's got a grab, he's now in an edge guard situation, gets a back air, and that does it. And now the lead looks really significant again, but as we've seen from the previous stocks, and as we're seeing now, Luma can take it back pretty quickly.
Yeah, if Luma gets Usleon off stage, this could essentially be a tie game. And he does now.
Fair.
Oh, and Usleon gets back. Very smart there.
Another back air. Well, Usleon does manage to get very little damage off, but it may prove to be useful at some point. They're both on last stock now. And it's not another example for how quickly this match can change between these two, because these guys seem to be very close to equal in skill.
Yeah, historically, Luma has won the majority of the tournaments here in Berlin and beaten Usleon there, but at bigger international European level tournaments, Usleon has performed much better than Luma has in the past few years. So it's kind of interesting how the venue seems to impact these players differently. Whereas, yeah, salty quit there. But yeah, Luma in general performs at his best when he's at these local Berlin tournaments, while Usleon performs really better at the big stage against really significant competition. People that would probably be ranked higher than Luma in Germany. Usleon has had a really good record against them, but here in Berlin, the advantage is definitely in the favor of Luma.
This game is starting off in favor of Luma again, and never mind.
Yeah. Luma is one of those Sheiks that likes to play on FD for some reason.
Seem to be a lot of those, especially amongst the beginners. I've heard of like 3 Sheiks today that love playing on FD. I've been told that FD isn't a very good stage for Sheiks.
Well, it depends on the matchup, definitely. But in general, Sheiks love to platform camp and abuse platform and platform tech chase and all that stuff. So it's a special kind of Sheik that likes to take all of that away and play it without it.
Oh, takes a stock. There's a small difference in percentage here. Which Luma could definitely capitalize on.
There we we go. Down tilt to
that's
forward
pretty
air.
safe.
And that's the stock.
Entire stock lead for Luma here. We've all seen how quickly this can change between those two. Oh!
Drop down forward air, but
He's going to make it back. Nice.
I thought he messed it up there.
Yeah.
That was really good.
So did I for a second. This is looking super good for Luma right now. Gets another grab. Doesn't make anything out of it though. Wait, it's that nair. That nair stays out so long. It's ridiculous. Oh, nice.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was super nice. Yeah, I think Usleon still has a decent chance to pull this back.
Yeah, it's just definitely possible.
It's really just two sequences of good damage, like we might be seeing here. Oh, a mistake from Luma.
Still though, Usleon is much closer to being edge guarded than the other way around.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not so easy to get cheap kills in this matchup. So
the pressure on is definitely on Usleon.
There we go.
And he doesn't do it. He's visibly disappointed, shaking his head.
So I wonder where Usleon's going to take it here in Game 4, is it?
I think it's Game 3. It's 2-1 for Luma right now.
Yes, this is Game 4. Yeah.
All right, Game 4. I'm sorry. My bad.
No worries. Yeah, Pokemon. In general, you'll see Duzan opt for these bigger stages in this matchup.
I assume so.
Likes the space, likes to force the neutral game.
You can definitely see that he plays a lot better on those kind of stages. He's obviously taking the lead here. Although, Usleon had been pressuring him for a few seconds there.
Oh!
This might be start. No, it's not. I always keep forgetting that Sheik's up B basically gives her another jump. Just before she disappears, I mean.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like the jump she's doing there is like the jump she usually does when tapping X or Y.
Yeah.
So it always looks really weird when she does the jump and then the up B. It looks like she's doing two jumps and then disappearing.
That's true.
But Usleon nearly killed himself there with the air dodge. And even without that, Luma has quite a significant lead here with 2 full stocks. And oh, nice. It's the grab. But he doesn't get a throw though. A back air. It's the needles, but that should be enough.
Yeah. With Luma still out with a pretty significant lead here. One hard hit on Duzan, and
he's on, not on tournament stock, but on match stock.
Yeah. Set stock. And Luma knows he can trade at this point. He has 3 stocks.
Yeah.
As long as he can keep making this sort of a dogfight, he's definitely going to come up on top. Usleon has
I think he might start going for a few reads here and there.
Yeah.
Because he can definitely afford to do them. Oh, very nice fair, and he does it.
There we go.
That
3-1.
puts Duzan in loser's bracket. He's disappointed. He's a whiny little bit.
Can you commentate, Duzan? Or do you? Yeah. So I'm gonna let